Good day, it's Dave, and this is your Ottawa real estate market update for May 2021. All right, spring is here. We're definitely in a spring market. We saw a lot of activity this past month, especially before the province went into lockdown, kind of mid-month there. But we saw a total of 2,402 homes sold on MLS this past month, which is, if you compare it to the year before, it looks absurd. Like we're up 160% or thereabouts. But that's not a really fair comparison because this time last year was the beginning of the pandemic and everything kind of came to a screeching halt. So a better comparison would be to look at maybe 2019-18, those two pre-pandemic years, and we're up about 19% compared to those years. So a lot of activity still happening in the market. We saw a lot of new listings, thankfully, get added to the market, but as soon as they're coming on, there's buyers there to grab them up. And so the net result is we didn't see a big change in our inventory levels. We're still sitting around 0.67 months of inventory, which is ridiculously low. As a reminder, a balanced market, we should have 3, 4, 5 months of inventory on hand at any given moment. We're just simply not there. We're very far from there. So I guess that's the message I want to deliver home to you today is we are still very far away from a balanced market. We saw huge appreciation, of course, the laws of supply and demand in effect here. When supply is low and buyer demand is high, prices always go up. And so we saw this on condominiums. The average resale price on condos is just over 427,000. That's up 30%. And residential homes are just under 744,000. That's up 42%. And when is this going to change? I get this question a lot. When is this going to change? And it's going to change in one or two ways. One is if the supply increases, where are we going to get supply? I'm going to dispel the belief. I don't think it's going to come from builders. I think builders are doing the best they can in the environment that they have to work with. They've been greatly affected by the pandemic as well in terms of material supply chains, labor supply, cost of construction. And if you go to any builder, office, they will tell you that no, they're already sold out. And if you want a home, get on our waiting list. Some of them are even auctioning that off. When they do get homes, they're being sold way out in the future. You'd be lucky to get something in 2022. Many are already selling homes to be closed in 2023. So they're doing the best they can, but I don't see a relief of supply coming from new construction. There's a chance after the lockdown is lifted, hopefully by the end of this month, maybe we'll see a bunch of homeowners. Now they're ready. They've been looking for a moment like this and they'll put their homes on the market. So time will tell on that one. How will they respond after the lockdown? But there's still a lot of buyer demand. The other way that this could start to turn around is if buyer demand were to go down, and that could happen in a couple of ways actually. One was we saw a new change to lending rules where the stress test, there's going to be some increased requirements on stress tests to get approved on a mortgage. To be honest, I don't see that having a huge impact. I think it's going to only impact those who have uninsured mortgages, that is mortgages with greater than 20% down payments. And so for most people, they're actually in a high ratio mortgage and they're insured and it really doesn't make any difference to them. So I don't see that making a big impact on pricing. The other way that this could turn around for buyer demand is if interest rates were to go up. And that's a difficult one to predict because we do see some signs of strength in the economy while others like small businesses, they're hurting more than ever and that as a result of the pandemic. So will we see the Bank of Canada increase interest rates anytime soon? I'm predicting not, but I don't have the crystal ball on that one. So time will tell. For now, for the near future, we can almost guarantee though, prices will continue to escalate. They of course can't escalate at 42% or 30% per year. That would be absurd to have that as a long term. But for the short term, it's quite possible that we'll remain in that pattern. And at some point, I just predict that this will start to plateau and will return into a more balanced, settled market. And probably like 5 to 8 to maybe 10% appreciation would be more appropriate. Okay. So depending on which side of the equation you are on, if you are thinking about buying, it feels difficult out there. but don't lose all hope. There actually is some opportunity and there are ways to find value. I just helped a wonderful couple a week or two ago find an amazing house at a great price, and they buying it, they are walking into equity because we bought it under market value. And so if you know where to look and how to negotiate, yes, that's available. It's out there. It's not easy, but with an agent, we can help you achieve that. If you're thinking about selling, I'd say this is the most complicated one of all because we hear crazy stories, and I think your agent matters. I think your marketing strategy matters. I think your pricing matters. To set up that perfect scenario for you to get the absolute best price out of your home. We'd love to share with you those tips and secrets. So give us a call. In either case, buyers or sellers, our team is ready and willing and excited to help you through this market. This is what we love to do. So we look forward to a conversation with you. Until next time, you know what? Give the thumbs up to the video, share it with a friend maybe. And until next time, I'm Dave Robertson, your real estate professional for life.